What's up, YouTube? Look, I ain't even had no time to sit here and prep myself. My ass got straight up, checked my email, see that my package came, and now I'm about to go pick that motherfucker up because I've been waiting for it. It was like a 2-week delay or whatever. So excited for this. Yeah. Also, about to sit here and go ride past this place, see if my car's still there. I would never in my life, ever, fuck with Right Way again. I done got 2 vehicles from them, and they all had some kind of issue. Went to them and said, look, I just want something that's reliable, something that's gonna sit here and I won't have to worry about putting much money into. And sat here, took all my money, guaranteed me that the car that they showed me was gonna work. It was gonna be reliable. It was gonna be everything that I asked for. Had problems with it. Wasn't even a whole month in. Engine light was on. Couldn't sit here and automatic start the car. I'm like, damn, so what's wrong with the car? Take it back to them. They did try to fix it, but then before I had somebody look at it, they was all like, yeah, well, it's good that it's coming out of our pockets right now. It's good that we're finding all the issues and problems that's wrong with it, so that way you don't have nothing to pay out of pocket. Sit here, take it to a mechanic. He gave me a list of what was wrong with it. I go back, give them the list. They tell me, oh, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna fix it because it's not a safety issue. It was my rotors, I believe, had a leak in the transmission. My struts had a leak in it. It wasn't a safety issue. So I had to ride past here and see the car's still there. And then the person that I got looking at it, or the person that actually helped me out, I'm about to see if he actually picked it up yet. Because then that's more fees on top of more fees, sitting here having my car towed and shit, and then I have to wonder where the fucking car is at, and then I have to get the car out and all that type of shit. But yeah, never buy a motherfucking car from Right Way. I sat there, and then this is how they get you though. So they'll sit there and they'll tell you to write them a review or whatever, give them a good review and shit like that before like your whole purchasing thing is all over with and shit like that. So then it's like, you sit there, you say something, I don't know what the fuck they do that for. It's like, give them a good review or whatever. They want your money, basically. So it's like you ain't even had the car for a month, let alone a week, to know if then they fulfill they end of the bargain and sit there to give them a good review. And I'm pretty sure if you didn't sat here and you went to this Right Way that I went to in Jackson, they gonna sit there, they're gonna make you do that review. Praise them and shit like that. Ouch. These potholes ain't no joke. I couldn't get over it. But yeah, make you sit here and get them good reviews and shit like that, and then you got a fucked up car. They really don't give a fuck about nothing but the fucking sales. I already know how the dealerships and shit work, especially places like that. And nope, cars still sitting out here. Now I see people starting to park here. What's gonna eventually happen is I'm gonna ride past here, watch one day, and the car gonna sit here and have a sticker on there for it to be towed. My car. It's the car that I got from motherfucking Right Way, man. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? This is a decent car on the outside or whatever. But the motherfucker didn't even have no seatbelts in the back. I'm sitting here telling them I got kids and everything and this and that. I wanted, a nice car that's gonna help me transport my kids and my family and shit around. A dependable car. Motherfucker don't even got no seatbelts in the back. And I didn't realize it. At this point, I was just fed up because I needed a vehicle anyway. At the time, so I'm just like, I'm so tired of going around just shopping and everything else and looking at cars. I done went all the way up to Detroit. Cars that I saw, I went up to Lansing. All the cars that I saw that was on Facebook was like catfish and shit. They looked nice on the book, but then you got there in person, they was fucked up. So right now, I'm about to go get this package. Try to get a review on this thing sometime this week. If not this week, maybe next week. I still got to see what's going on with my car first, so I can get mobile. Gotta get cut. I'm rough looking. That's the normal for me though. I don't really be trying to impress nobody. I know appearances is everything to most people, but I do the same shit every day. I'm around the same people every day. I don't be trying to impress nobody. Got kids to sit here and look after and worry about. And don't get me wrong, this is a little too rough for me, I sat here, got up, checked the email, showed that it was delivered. I'm about to go grab that right now. I'll see you in a minute. It's not like I wanted the car to be like brand spanking new. It's just the fact that I asked y'all if y'all can give me something that's dependable and reliable. Y'all promised me, yeah. And then to sit here and this is the thing right here though. No sign. I told the bank I wasn't going to finish the deal or whatever because the car not working properly, right? And they was like, well, what's wrong with it? I'm like, I don't know. I got check engine lights on. I got it's a whole bunch of stuff that's going wrong with it right now. And dealership says, Right Way says, well, I shouldn't say right way. I should say the person there sat there and said, well, if you don't close the deal or whatever with the bank, you won't have a vehicle, and it's not nothing we'll be able to do. The bank tells me if you don't close the vehicle, it's just for that car. Like, they have options to sit here and give you another vehicle that they could, you get a loan for or whatever, right? So the dealership was trying to make it seem like, oh, if you don't do this, you won't have a car at all. Like, you have to sit here and close out on this deal. You have to sit here. And I forget what the correct term of it is, but I had to do it. I had like 1 day left. So they was quick on their feet with it and everything. Was like, look, take it to this shop right here, have them look at it. And they did. I go there, the mechanic sat there and was like, they got me playing middleman. He don't want you to leave here without giving him a call. I'm like, I'll call him once I call him. So he was like, yeah, they want you to stop by there or whatever. And it also was like, he was also like, so you didn't sign the paperwork, did you? I was like, no, I didn't. He said, before that, he said, ride the car around, because he heard a clunking noise as well. He said, ride the car around, you know, and then bring it back if you have any other problems. So then when I did take it back, he sat there and was like, I knew he was going to bring it back. And this was just a matter of days. This was just a matter of like, I want to say like 2-3 days afterwards, because the check engine light came back on. So then he was like, I knew you was going to bring it back. He said, it's a good thing you didn't sign that paperwork. He said, because they wouldn't want to fix it. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go back after they was, I'm like, cool. So I go back after they done sat here and seemed like they was concerned about it and everything. I sit here and the mechanics, all of them, like, look, this is what was wrong with it. This is what we found. Yada, yada, yada. I'm like, okay, no, there's no reason for them to fuck me now. You know what I'm saying? They seem like they care. They trying to take care of me or whatever, right? Get in the car a couple weeks later, not even a week. It wasn't a couple weeks. I want to say maybe 3-4 days later, I sit here and I'm driving or whatever, and I come back and I'm like, well, this is what actually wrong with it. I had a mechanic look at it, and this was what's wrong with it or whatever. And then it was like, okay. He was like, well, I'm gonna send it to Guy and see what Guy wants to do. He was like, you signed that paperwork, didn't you? I was like, yeah. So then I go back and they're like, well, Guy doesn't want to fix it. He says it's not a safety issue. It's not a safety hazard, so he don't want to fix it. I was like, you don't want to fix it? He was like, yeah. He said, if I was you, I would have held out on signing the paperwork or whatever, or finishing that final step with the bank. He said, because you was playing it smart by not doing that to begin with and make sure they had fixed it, everything beforehand. I didn't know it was shit else wrong with the car, because the car had always been with them before I even got the chance to have a mechanic look at it. As soon as I got the mechanic to look at it, I sat there and signed that last paperwork. I closed on that deal with the bank. So, yeah. Lesson learned, I would never get a car there. Should have learned the lesson the first time when I got the car there. The car I'm in right now is a car that I got from my mom or whatever. And they did her damn near the same way. They actually sat here and told her, you know, they was gonna do it for like a less payment for the month. When I work third shift or whatever, and then I work during the day. So I went there with her, you know, she had picked it out or whatever, picked this out, and they told her it was gonna be like for, you know, for some a month. And then when she signed the paperwork or whatever, and I kid you not, now I was sleepy and I wasn't thinking about it, I kid you not, when she had got done signing the paperwork, I was like, wait, Mom, I was like, did you ask them how much it's gonna be for a month? This motherfucker came out after he took the paperwork and everything, like, oh, well, it's da-da-da-da-da. And we sitting here like, damn, like, what the fuck happened to the 400 something a month? The same person that's like running the store over there now is the one that sold her the car. And then there was another one, it was a female that sold me my car. I don't really want to say her name because she was a sweetheart. She did seem like she was trying to be helpful and shit. I know that's her job. She gonna do what the fuck they tell her to do and shit anyway. So it's not like she gonna be like, you know, it's not like she gonna override shit. But still, she worked for the company that I fucking hate right now, because that's some bullshit.